Welcome! It is Mr. Ranieri here. Let's learn about equal ratios. When I say equal ratios, let's have a look at an example that will help us understand what that means. So if I mix 4 litres of red paint and 10 litres of blue paint, I'll mix it together and I'll get a paint that's mostly blue, a little bit red. It's this beautiful violet colour. But if I wanted more of that same colour, I could just use 8 litres of red paint and 20 litres of blue paint. It'll just make twice as much violet paint and it will look exactly the same colour. It's mixed in the same ratio with just over twice as much blue paint as red paint. So 8 to 20 is the same ratio as 4 to 10, even though they have different numbers. So we say that two ratios are equivalent or equal if you can multiply both parts of the ratio by the same number and it will be the same. So it's easiest to see an example. Let's have a look at an example. Let's find a ratio that is equivalent or equal to 4 to 10. Well, one way that we could do that is we could start with this ratio and we could multiply both parts by the same number. I'm going to choose to multiply them by 2. And if I want the ratio to be the same, I need to multiply both of them by 2. 4 times 2 will give me 8. 10 times 2 will give me 20. So the ratio 8 to 20 is equivalent to 4 to 10. It's the same ratio. As another example, we can also use a similar argument to check if two ratios are equivalent, to check if they are the same. They might have different numbers like these two, but still be the same ratio. So let's check to see if these two ratios are equivalent, if they are equal. Well, one way to do this is to start with the first ratio of 4 to 10, and think, right, if I wanted to get from 4 to 2, because this one, the first number is 4, and this one, the first number is 2. If I wanted to get from 4 to 2, I want to divide. What do I want to divide by? 4 divided by what will give me 2? 4 divided by 2 will give me 2. So if I want this ratio to be equivalent, then I need to do the same thing to both sides. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So 2 to 5 is equivalent to 4 to 10. So is this ratio, which is equivalent to 4 to 10, the same as this one? No, so they are not equivalent. So one way to check if they are equivalent is to get one number, for example, the first number, the same, and see what the second number has to be. One way to imagine this is this one is 2 litres of red paint to 5 litres of blue paint. But this is 2 litres of red paint should have 6 litres of blue paint. So this one would be bluer and this one would be redder. Anyway, so that for equal ratios is first of all how you can find other ratios that are equivalent, and second of all, how you can check if two ratios are equivalent.